up, y'all? So it's day 12. Having the coronavirus. And we've spent the last 5 days in a hotel in Bunkie, Louisiana. Which, that was starting to drive me crazy. So there was no place to eat. They had one pizza place that had shitty pizza. They overcooked it. That was terrible. Oh yeah, we were getting tired of staying there, and cable TV, and you can only watch so much of Snapped before you start losing it. So we had to get out of there. I was feeling better, but we had to leave anyway. I had a prescription I ran out of while we were there waiting, so we had to find a Walmart. The first one we went to didn't allow trucks, so we had to come to this one. This one's in Pineville, I think, Louisiana. So went in and got some necessities, and then turned in my prescription. They'd say it'd be a couple hours, so came back out, walked over to Panda Express over there, which they were carry out only. So we had to order over the phone and then walk through the drive-thru to get our food. But it was worth it because it's probably the best food we've eaten in 5 days. As far as the virus, I'm feeling a lot better. I'd say physically I'm about 80%. As far as taste and smell, I'm at about 20%. So there's some things I can smell and taste, and then some things I can't. So most of the Panda Express I just ate, I could barely taste. We did get a spring roll, and I could taste that. The orange chicken either was really bland, or I still can't taste very well. It was pretty good. But a prescription will be ready here soon. We're going to come back out here and look for a short load. We got to start making money. 12 days has put a serious dent in our cash. It's probably cost me, I don't know, about $10,000 in revenue. Not being able to roll. So we got to get moving. We got to make some money, and then we got to go home. We haven't been home since mid-January, and we're a week into February. But we're gonna look for a short load, and we'll try not to overdo it again, so I can get some rest in between. They say that the symptoms usually last about 14 days, so we're 12 days in. I should be starting to feel a lot better, but we'll see what happens. We're gonna go into Walmart here and then come back out. There's some decent loads on the board for today. See if we can't book something. So we book a load, and we can get back with you. Alright, got a load. Going from D. Ritter, Louisiana to Arlington, Texas. Pays about 2.5 a mile. Yeah. So Shotgun's filling out the carrier registration because it's a new broker for us. And once we get that done, get the rate con. The shipper's 24/7, but the receiver, the appointment is for 4:30 p.m. tomorrow. So we'll probably go get loaded. I don't know. We might make it to Texas tonight. We'll see. Probably won't go too far though after we get loaded. Get a little ways there. It's like 350 miles, so it's about 6 hours of driving. So not too hateful. But it feels good to get rolling and get making some money. So good rate on it.
You want West Virginia or Virginia?
Yeah.
Oh?
Yeah. So that's one pro to booking your load day of. You're more likely to get a good rate because they need the load to move. The bad thing is that you might mess around and lose the load you're trying to book. So the load I called on was from D. Ritter to Waco, which was a shorter drive by about 60 miles, maybe 80 miles for $750. And
I have to fill all those out too.
I guess some of these broker registrations are ridiculous. They want too much information. As I was saying, you can get a good rate, but you might lose the load you're trying to book. So I called about a load to Waco, and he had just booked it. And then he said, well, I got a load going to Arlington if you want that. So I upped him $50 on it, and he took it. So people down here drive like maniacs. They're going 40 miles an hour in a Walmart parking lot. And this guy over here, I guess, test driving a new truck. I hope he ain't there long because that's the way I'm going out. Hate to put a dent in his new truck. We get this registration packet done, and then we'll get our Raycon, and then we will be down the road on our way to make some money. So we'll get back to you if we see anything exciting, or when we get to the shipper. We'll get back with you. Alright, we are in Greenwood, Louisiana, Sunday morning, Super Bowl Sunday. And Greenwood's just west of Shreveport. And the load we booked yesterday was through PCA in D. Ritter, Louisiana. And when we got to the shipper, they rejected my trailer because it had an insufficient repair, which was crap. I've been at that facility before and been loaded, but over here on the driver's side, on the aluminum rail that goes down the trailer at the bottom, it has a crack, and that crack was repaired with like a 4-foot piece of probably 3/8 inch aluminum by 4 inch, 4 foot long. And they said that repair wasn't good enough. It had to be 6 foot long, which, whatever. Probably some dumbass college kid that came up with that type of trailer inspection. They probably had an issue a few years ago where one of their forklift drivers either caved in the floor of the trailer, or part of the forklift fell through or something because of a bad trailer, and they probably put some kid in charge of the corrective action for that safety violation. Because if you buckled a trailer, or you dropped one of the front tires through, or even the rear, you'd probably hurt yourself. You'd probably break your fingers or your wrist or something. That's if you're wearing your seatbelt. If you weren't wearing your seatbelt, it'd probably be worse. But that's probably what happened, and they went overboard on their safety criteria for loading trailers. But at any rate, got rejected. That was later in the day, so we didn't even bother trying to find another load. We just drove up to Shreveport. So yesterday we drove 250 miles, and all we really accomplished was getting my prescription refilled. But we drove up to Shreveport to get in a better market. And I get on Uber Freight this morning, and there's a load in Pineville, which was the Walmart that we went to get my prescription filled, going to Atlanta. It was a pretty good load. It was paying $2.40 a mile. It's pretty good for Uber. I just couldn't bring myself to drive back down there, so we booked a load through TQL, going from Hodge, Louisiana to Kansas City. And I'm not too excited about going north right now, because it's really cold up there. But the guy just went to the wrong truck.
What are you like? Comes on the door. Come join us.
Oh shit. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to going back up north, but we gotta get home. So it's been 14 days since I first had the symptoms from the coronavirus, and we've been out for, it's almost been a month. In a week it would have been a month's time. So we've been out for about 24 days. But we got to get home. But we got to make some money first. I haven't made any money in 14 days either, which sucks. But we got this load to Kansas City. Delivers Tuesday night, so I'm not going to be pushing myself. We could pick up today, maybe get up into Texas or Oklahoma from here. I'm not sure how it's going to take us. We'll probably go back up 49. Would like to get out of Louisiana. Kind of tired of being down here. Just Louisiana is kind of an odd state to be in. Texas is more my style. Oklahoma.
Rude down
Yeah, they are. I don't know if I'd call it rude or just, I don't know. It's different. Much different. So we need fuel, but this right now, this place has trucks all parked over there. I'm assuming everybody's down. Gonna watch the Super Bowl, then come back tonight sometime, or maybe early in the morning, and get back on the road. But we're just gonna drive through the fuel islands. There's a Pilot 30 miles away. We'll fuel up there. We'll We'll get to the shipper. It's another paper company, so hopefully they don't reject my trailer, which they shouldn't. I've hauled 45,000 pounds several times, never had an issue. So when we get there, we'll get back to you and we'll see what happens.